Did you ever notice the boomers? They say happy birthday on Facebook to everybody.
Oh my God.
My dad, this is a perfect example. All the time I go on, I'm like, happy birthday to this person. I'm like, Dad, what are you doing? He's like, people love it. What are you talking about? And I'm like, whatever makes you happy.
Not Keo.
Right. Welcome back. Dad Chapter, Season 3, Episode 4.
Remember, we're not experts, just dads. And we got some stuffies keeping the couch warm today. Kevin's on baby watch, so if you want to take a look, we got Brody and Buster here, and the new baby Huff, soon to be. Could be any day now. So baby Huff's waiting here with the dogs, and Kevin's getting the house prepped and on baby watch. So it's just TJ and I today. So we're excited though.
Give a shout out to Brick's Best.
Absolutely.
Family Biz.
Look at this merch we got on today. Thank you, TJ, with the hoodie. I got this nice new Brick's Best shirt. And, I mean, obviously TJ's part of the family, but as kind of an outsider here, I've been to Brick's Best before. I've seen the way they operate, and it is truly a family-run business, and it's family first. So if you're in need of any sort of car repair and you want somebody who's transparent, somebody who shoot it to you straight, give you the best deal possible, and also educate you throughout the whole process, then take your vehicle to Brick's Best, and they're going to treat you right. So you can definitely count on them. Like, You'll leave there knowing more than you did walking in, and you'll feel good about the whole process. That you got the best deal, you learned a little bit, and you had some fun, and hopefully it was exciting along the way. So that's what Brick's Best is all about.
I promise I didn't pay him for that.
So that's just one family to another. You walk in, if you're a family guy, family man, you walk into Brick's Best, you're gonna feel that immediately, and I can attest to that. So yeah, bring your car or your truck down to Brick's Best, and they'll treat you right.
It was actually funny. Yesterday, I was on the phone with a woman, completely made my day, and I feel like this is fitting. But it was an older woman and her daughter. They called in. She needed a catalytic converter, which we do all the time. And if you know anything about the car business, they can be very expensive, and you have to use the right ones, or you'll be back to square one, and the light's going to come back on in the dashboard. So we do them all the time. I said, I just need some information on your car. If you can call me back with that, and then I'll help you out. So she calls back, explain everything to her. I said, let me look everything up. I'll give you a call, and called her back. And at the end, after, setting everything up, she's like, because she even said over the phone, she's like, I know they're expensive. I said, they are. I said, you have to use the right quality, because if there's not enough precious metals, basically why people steal them is there's actual precious metals in them. Ooh. That's what actually filters out when your exhaust comes out of your car before it hits your muffler, and people will actually cut them and melt them down. It's illegal.
Yeah.
But if you don't spend enough money on it, there's not enough precious metals. The light comes back on because it's not filtering properly, and the oxygen sensors are going to be thrown off. So
the pollution coming out there, the exhaust, that's when you gotta.
Yeah.
I hit that button in the car. I don't know much about cars, but I hit that button that keeps the air inside, the fresh air inside.
The recycle, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, all they really care about nowadays for inspection is emissions, and if that check engine light's on, and if your catalytic converter's bad, it'll throw a code. So long story short, I priced it all out, explained everything to her. And she said, I just want to let you know that as a woman, it's very hard to, go to a repair shop, talk to somebody on the phone, because she goes, I often feel like I'm talked down to. And she's like, I did not feel that at all with you. And I was like, wow, I actually smiled over the phone. I said, you just made my day. She's like, no. She's like, you guys really do take the time to not only explain it, but I really do think you're being fair with me. And, that just made my day, and she's coming in next week. I ordered the parts, and I said they'll be here. Just pick a day. You can leave the car with me, and we'll get it done, and I'll call you.
And she's
just like, wow, okay. I was like, yeah. So,
that one comment just keeps you going, right? Because
yep.
I could tell you, I mean, that's just one of many stories. I've heard lots of great reviews, and I mean, if you don't believe us, check Google. But there's so many good reviews and stories that I hear from TJ and his family. Just Brick's Best, treating people right. So shout out to Reeves. Thanks for the merch. Yeah. Loving the new shirt, and
RJ,
keep doing what you do. Yeah,
Rick,
RJ
and all the guys. I love them.
Yeah,
definitely
they truly
a family
are.
business.
Truly are the best. So it's not just a name. But I mean, as somebody who doesn't know anything about cars, like I know how to check the oil maybe, like to see if it's bad or overdue. Like,
you know more than most.
I mean, I'm not going to try to like sit here and tell you I know about cars or try to change the oil myself. So if you're a dad out there who, when you're talking car language, it sounds like French, like you have no idea what's going on, then yeah, just go to Bricks Best and know they're going to give you a good deal and be transparent with you and let you know, like, you know, this is what they would recommend. But I mean, yeah, if you feel like you don't even have time to check your oil or change a tire or any of that stuff, then Bricks Best got your back. Because as a dad of two who can't really tell you the difference between tires and the oil change and everything that goes into a car, then yeah, I'm going to be going to Bricks Best a lot if I'm in the neighborhood. So, because you go to the dealers, no offense to them, but you don't ever know if they're telling you the truth, right? I mean, that could be a whole nother episode, but.
No.
It's just like you need people that you could trust in that business, because I didn't take auto shop in high school. I have no idea what I'm looking at or what I'm talking about. So I need somebody like you that could tell me like, okay, you really don't need new tires right now, but like brakes, you should get those replaced ASAP.
What they do with the dealers is multi-point inspection. Fancy wording. We just call it a check over.
Try to sell
typically
you
what I tell people
things.
is bring me that list and I'll make a copy of it and I have my guys run down it. And on average, let's say the dealer recommends 8 to 10 services. You probably need 2 of them.
Yeah,
and
25%.
When we tell people, we call them and we tell them, yeah, you just need rear brakes. Everything else checks out. And they're like, really? And we're like, yeah. And that honesty, transparency is what gains you customers in the long run. And it's been proven time and time again. But
yes.
They make us, the dealerships make us look like heroes because they're always worried about making sales and stuff. And it's like, I tell people, your car is going to break. It's just a matter of when. Right. And now when something happens again, I know you're going to bring it back to us because we're going to be honest with you.
Right.
So I know we're going to make money. I don't have to worry about that factor. But these other places get crazy, and that's the secret formula. Just be honest, and it's not common in our industry, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, and you swoop in and save the day, then, right? Like you guys are Superman.
I like to think so. We're not perfect, but
yeah,
I'm very confident in what we provide because I deal with it on a daily basis. I work with a lot of shops. We work with dealerships as well. Our exhaust services, a lot of places can't do, so we specialize in that, and we even do it for some dealers.
Yeah, so like you said,
we
it's
know
that trust.
We know a little bit about everything, and I see it on a daily basis. I think the secret formula is just honesty, and a lot of people just don't understand it. It's very easily overlooked. So,
and the trust and transparency keeps people coming back. You build that rapport with your customers, and then I mean that's how you run a family business. So yeah, kudos to you guys. And I mean, just like you said, cars are going to break, right? I mean, they get a lot of wear and tear, just like dads, right? Just like us. So I mean, this might be a good segue to hear about what really happened in South Beach a few weeks back, because TJ was under fire last episode. He couldn't even defend himself.
Wasn't even here to defend myself.
I had to have your back and be like, I talked to him on the phone. He did not sound great. So, and you have documentation now, right? You were at the doctor's, so
yes,
you gotta defend yourself.
Speaking of Reese, he was like, "When are you gonna go to the doctor's?" And I'm like, "All right, I'll go to urgent care." And sure enough, I tested positive for flu B, which is the bad one.
Well, and sound like you had it bad. So I mean, was this just an extended hangover from your brother's bachelor weekend, or how did this all start, and how'd you deal with it?
I was out at work for probably, I'd say, a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. I got back to work, and the guys were breaking my balls.
The boomer generation, they're busting your chops.
They're like, "Do you know how to do anything? Do you remember how to do this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll get right on that." And it was all in good fun. I'm a good sport, and I told him, I said, "Listen, I had fevers for 6 days straight, on and off." I said, I think at one point I was praying to God because I thought I was like in a bad dream. I don't ever remember being that sick before. And
this could be the end. Like you were in a daze.
It was no joke. Like,
oh my goodness,
really put me on my ass, for lack of better words.
Don't want to wish that on anybody.
No.
I mean, especially a dad who's still trying to show up, like for your wife and your son. Like that's tough. I mean, there's one thing: work will go on. I mean, they might be a little undermanned, but they'll pick up the slack and figure it out for a week or so. But you still had to go on with your dad duties, probably.
And at first, I thought like maybe I had a sinus infection because I had a lot of sinus pressure up here, and I feel like I'm prone to those. So for the first 2 days, I was hanging out on the couch, and of course, my son's all over me naturally. It's what he does. I'll call him a monkey. And I thought I was getting better after like 3 days in, and then next morning I woke up with 102 fever, and I'm like, damn.
Just when you think you're out of the woods.
That's when I went to, I thought I was in the clear. That's when I
Yeah.
went to urgent care and I tested positive. And then it all made sense. But then I felt horrible because I'm like, oh God, am I going to get my son sick? And, as a parent, these kids are young, and there's nothing worse than seeing them sick and you can't do anything about it.
Yes, and it's that feeling like you hear your parents maybe say it when you're younger, but like it's so true when you are a parent. You're like, give me the sickness, whatever they're dealing with, like just put it on me. I'm a grown ass man, like I can handle it. Like it happened in our house. Our whole household was sick, and I was the last one to get it, so I felt like I was immune. It started with, I think, my daughter, who then gave it to my wife, and I thought, okay, the boys are good at least. My son was okay, but then he got it like a week later, and then I was like, oh, here we go. And then just when I thought I was like, I never get sick, I probably jinxed myself, and then boom, next thing you know, I had whatever they had, and I was just like, I would have rather just taken it myself from the first part and then spared them the trouble.
It's funny you say that because I literally had the same exact thoughts. When he got sick, I was like, why did that happen? Like, just, I'll deal with it.
Right.
And that's just what goes through your head as a father.
Yeah.
And it sucks. But the good news is his little immune system made me look like a sissy because he got through it in like 3-4 days. I was out for like almost a week and a half.
It's like, come on, Dad, this wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
I'm already.
His fever lasted maybe like 3 days, and I was like, thank God. And then his appetite started to come back.
Yeah.
I mean, I lost weight. I wasn't eating. It was bad.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I'm glad he didn't get too affected, and because that's exactly what was going through my head.
Right.
And shout out to my wife, who didn't get sick at all, thank God, because she was picking up the slack. And she not only had one baby, she had two babies to take care of.
Oh my goodness! As in you were the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was hurting. So
well, shout out to Emma, the MVP for the past few weeks. I mean, they say there's something out there that like. The wives, I feel like the wives have like a running joke where whenever they deal with so much, I mean, just the pregnancy, right? I mean, just the daily basis being a mom, and they probably deal with their own sicknesses all the time. And then the dads get sick, and like they got to let them know about it. They got to let the wives know, honey, I'm really going through it right now. I got this fever, my cough, all this mucus. And the wives are just like, oh man, he gets sick, one time and probably don't hear the end of it. So, and they just go through pregnancy and deal with the same stuff without batting an eye. So, shout out to the wives. I mean, but you really did. You were going through it. So
my mom actually made that comment, which was funny. She goes, TJ, that moms aren't able to get sick. We get sick, but our lives don't stop. And I sat there and I was like, wow. She just put some knowledge on me, and I'm like, yeah, I'm watching my wife working, watching him, taking care of me and him, and I'm like, it's a lot, and couldn't have been more true. And when the guys get sick, it's like the worst thing in the world.
Right. And I try to keep that in the back of my mind so I can be cognizant when off chance I do get sick or something. And like I play in this faculty basketball game, which I'm like, oh man, it's probably a bad idea. Like I'm past my prime here. I'm trying to keep up with these young bucks playing basketball. Of course, I roll my ankle during the game. I keep playing because it's a pride thing. I did pretty well. I still drained a 3 after that. But I mean, then the next day when the adrenaline wore off, I was like, oh man, my ankle kind of swollen. This hurts pretty bad. And then like weeks later, I'm still hobbling on this ankle. I'm telling my wife, oh yeah, still a little banged up with my ankle right now. And she's like, what I tell you, don't play in this silly game. Yeah. So, but that's what the guys got to do, right? The dad's got to let everybody know when we're not 100%, we're still showing up. But
when we're not sick, we're there 110%. So
yes. And I'm glad to say it looks like you're pretty much back to 110%. And
yeah, I still have, believe it or not, I still have like this ugly looking mucus. There's no better way. And it's normally in the mornings because you go over to sleep and it builds up, and I get it out in the morning. And it's like coming up on a month. But I looked it up and they said with that fluid, it can linger. And I'm like, wow. And I usually am only down for like a day or two at most. And this one really
you look good today. Yeah, you showered, got a haircut. You look sharp,
got a haircut.
So,
yep.
Yeah,
yep.
Brick's best. He's back at it. So
we're back together. And not to change it up, but I have to call out Kendrick because I was shocked when I watched the last episode.
Let me have it.
The birthday thing. You don't want people to text you like, I was like in shock. I think that was the hottest take Kendrick's ever had on this show.
Yeah, sometimes I gotta throw you off guard a little bit, keep you on your toes. So I mean, yeah, don't take offense to that. I mean, I'm not saying I get 1,000 birthday texts.
There's no going back. So now I think
I'm interested to see what happens this August.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have everyone text you.
I'm gonna get a lot of texts like "Happy birthday, you filthy animal."
If you told me that Kevin said that, I'd be like, yeah, obviously.
Right.
But when it came out of your mouth, I was like, whoa, like what the hell's going on? I thought
I had to give it to you straight, you know? It had to be transparent. Like sometimes I get those texts and before kids, not as much, you know, because I would take an hour and just get back to everybody. But I think post kids, it really irks me more because I'm like, I feel bad. Like I said, if you want to send those happy birthday wishes through the universe, I'll feel them. But maybe call me or spare me the text because it just feels like something I got to get back to. And if you do text me, that's great. But just know I'm probably not going to back to you for like a week or two. So I'll be like, yeah, thanks for the well wishes a few weeks back.
Speaking of happy birthdays, you ever notice the boomers? They say happy birthday on Facebook to everybody.
Oh my goodness.
You don't even like see
I don't
them.
even log
My
in.
dad, this is a perfect example. All the time I go on, I'm like, he just said happy birthday every time. Happy birthday to this person. I'm like, Dad, what are you doing? He's like, people love it. What are you talking about? And I'm like, whatever makes you happy.
Not Keo.
Yeah, don't do it to Kendrick. No.
Yeah, right? I mean, doesn't Facebook, they still have that feature? I honestly haven't logged in years, I feel like, but they tell you whose birthday it is on that day, right? Because that's how I used to
They were like the originators of that, I feel like.
Right, and now like you can program it in your phone, but honestly, I only keep track of there's only so much storage space up here as a dad, right?
Yep.
I mean, I only keep track of pretty much like the inner circle and like my close family. And besides that, it's like just, I can't keep track of all those dates in my head.
Yeah, Emma gets mad at me because like you said, you can only keep, like the way my mind works is like, if I don't really care about it, it kind of just goes in and out.
Yeah.
If it's something I'm worried about or care deeply about, you know, it sticks in there. And she gets so frustrated with me because she's like, I feel like you don't listen to me. And I'm like, sometimes I don't. I'm not going to lie to you.
Got all these random birthdays up in my head. I can't store anything else.
You know, it is what it is. And I'm honest about it. And sometimes that's maybe a bad thing.
Hey.
But... Hey,
honesty's a good thing at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but I'm glad that, you know, the hot take, that you heard it and you got a kick out of it. Yeah. So, yeah, no offense to anybody wishing me happy birthday, but yeah, you could save the text this time of year. And your son.
Yeah, Tripp will be 2 next Friday.
Yeah, so we got a birthday coming up by the time this episode. Mm-hmm. He'll be 2 probably by the time this episode comes out. So
it's funny because my wife was setting it up. We're doing it at this like cool play place, and they have like a coffee bar for the adults. And she's like, "Oh, you know, your family, it's always like a big occasion." And she's like, "We're limited spots." And she's like, "You know, I want to invite our friends, but like, I'm only going to invite the ones that have kids." And I'm like, "Well," and I've never really thought about that. And I'm like, you know what? Kind of makes sense because like I don't want to put my friends out like they don't have kids, like I don't want them to have to feel like they come to the birthday party, you know.
Yeah, but there's coffee. You could still
there's coffee. There is, but we kind of found that just inviting the ones with kids worked because we already hit our limit. I actually think we're a few people over. But I said, what are they going to do? Kick us out? Like we're paying them. So
yeah, come on. So you only turned 2 once.
It'll be a good time.
Yeah,
and then
I'm pumped. You know me. We got coffee involved, and I don't even know if I'll be able to have a cup, but maybe I'll get one for the road. And yeah, it's like a play place, right? Like an indoor play place.
So kids can play, and the adults can just hang out. And it's funny. Like I was telling my wife, I'm like, I feel like that's such a market now. Like they're getting so big. I wish we could find a place like rent it out, but. You know, there's a lot. It's easy to say. It's a lot to go into. It's like this podcast. Like, you could talk about all you want, but unless you do it, nothing's going to happen. So
that's kind of what I wanted to pick your brain about, like your thoughts on birthdays. I mean, like from growing up, do you remember your birthdays, like 1 through 5? I mean,
so you want the brutal, honest take?
Yeah. Let's hear it.
I had a fight with my wife because I was like, why are we spending this kind of money on a 2-year-old's birthday? I'm like, he doesn't know what's going on.
Right.
And I feel horrible saying that, but I'd rather save the money and either like invest it into like something for him or buy him something when he gets older and he actually realizes what's going on.
Be like, yeah, you didn't have any birthday pictures until you were 13 because we wanted to buy you a car.
Not like that. Just like do something really small with the family, you know, and something that's not dramatic and spending the money. But, you know, at the end of the day, we're going to have fun. And
Happy
it is
wife,
what it
happy
is.
life.
Yes, and that yeah, that's true. So,
I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat with you on that one. I mean, we haven't really done anything too extravagant. Like, I mean, Kenzie's birthday's in February. It's kind of hard to do much in February unless you're renting out a space. Like we looked into fire halls, we looked into gymnastics parks, things like that. Because I mean, those are always a blast. Like we've been to a couple of those parties and they're epic. But I mean, yeah, just for $500 or whatever it is. Like we just had the neighbors over. Like we actually we did invest in a bounce house. Don't know if I showed you those pictures, but we have a bounce house in our garage currently. It's deflated, but we inflated it in our living room. There were balls everywhere. It has a slide.
hey, is it a mini one? Like,
It fits in our living room.
Yeah, my mom bought one actually for Tripp. Yeah, she has one.
We figured we could use it in the summer, turn it in like a slip and slide outside. So yeah, but we did that in February. The neighbors came over. It was a blast. So I mean, for whatever the bounce house cost on Amazon, it seemed like that was a good happy medium.
Definitely.
But yeah, in terms of the birthdays, like I don't even think we really did anything for when they turned 1. We maybe went to the aquarium or the
It's
zoo.
definitely a hot take because people are like, oh, how could you not celebrate? Not that we're not celebrating. It's just like, do you want to do a big party? Like his first birthday, okay, it's their first birthday. We invited everyone, but we did
you went big
my
at the
parents.
Boyd's, yeah.
You know, it was very nice. We did spend money, but at least we didn't have to pay for a venue, and that's always the most.
Oh, yeah,
So
I mean,
this time around, we're paying for a venue, but again, it'll be fun, and I'm not mad about it. It's just.
It's
tough.
the memories.
Yeah, it's
like,
the memories.
I feel like it's more for you, like the parents, right?
Yeah.
Like when you have, it's like taking a kid to Greece, taking the kids to Disney, like on a trip, right? Like,
perfect example. Like I'm one of those parents that say, I'm like, why are we gonna bring them to Disney when he's 2 years old? He doesn't know what's going on,
Right.
And I truly think it's for the parents that want to go there and do Disney. Me, I'd rather wait till he's like, 5? And then he'll like, that's like perfect age in my opinion. He's going to take it all in, be like, whoa, it's Mickey Mouse, you know?
Yeah.
Right now, like he knows who Mickey is. He actually can say Minnie. He likes saying Minnie. But
you should be able to say mama then.
you'd think that's a rough subject still.
Yeah, too soon. Sorry.
He says it when you don't ask him. Like in passing, he'll walk around and say mama, but when you say mama, he'll just say dada.
Kind of same with Carson. Yeah, it's like you're supposed to be a mama's boy. Come on. You're making me look bad here.
Mama
He's
is
always
not happy.
gravitating towards dada. I know.
He did say papa and grandpa though, just this week. Yeah, for
just to
for
throw
Reeves
dirt
and,
on the
and
wounds
my
there.
dad. Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think that's helping his case.
He's going to
but-
be saying like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious before mama.
and my mom and Emma watch him the most, and he doesn't really say mama or grandma. So
I think we got to have the moms on here. We got to have the wives on here, and then we'll just let them vent a little bit. So, but yeah, I mean these trips. I mean I'm kind of like on the fence because you see the joy on their faces when they get to meet Minnie and Mickey or Winnie the Pooh and his whole family, right? It's like you see how fun they're having, like, and it's great for the memories. So I think everything in moderation. Like you don't need to go every year or like 5 times a year, maybe unless you live there. But I mean, for Disney, at least under 3. For the parents out there under 3, they're still free with the park tickets at least. So,
well, that's the big kicker because people have
Right.
said to me, "Well, they're free." I'm like, I understand they're free, but when my son looks at Mickey Mouse, Goofy, whoever it is, and he's scared of them, was it worth it?
Yeah,
I mean,
you're still paying for either a long drive or a flight or all the food. Like there's still plenty of costs that go in with it. But
we went on that cruise and they had the characters. And anytime he saw the characters, what would he do? Turn his head.
run the other way.
If it was a little stuffed animal, he'd be hugging it. So that's my point. It's kind of like,
Some of those characters are a little creepy. It's like the Easter Bunny. Like we just had like 5 egg hunts over the past week, and the bunny's a little creepy. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like they need to change up their outfits a little bit.
and not for nothing. Man, Disney, they get you on the price. Like,
they
yes,
do.
it would be nice to have the kid.
Yeah.
Whether it's, I don't know if it's under 2 or 3, but
Yeah,
the
it's
price
under
is
3.
just getting crazy. I saw something the other day that it was actually like cheaper to fly out to, I think it was Japan, and go there than it was to take a whole family to Disney down in Florida. And I was like, wow.
It's probably cheaper with the deal we got to fly our 2 kids to Hawaii, which we're doing in August. Stay tuned. 12-hour flight with 2 kids, 3 and 1.5, so that'll be interesting. But yeah, once we get there, I'm sure it'll be a blast. So, but it's probably cheaper to do that than Disney at sometimes, you know, like, yeah. So we did squeeze a Disney trip in before Kenzie turned 3 in December over the Christmas break. So we went hard for 6 days in Disney and did it all. So yeah, we'll probably take a year off before, you know, Carson will be 2 in November, so maybe we'll squeeze one more trip in before he turns 3 the following year. But yeah, Hawaii's the next big ticket in August, so we'll be talking about that, I'm sure, in the future. But you got anything lined up for the summer, or are you just keeping it local, Jersey Shore?
In 2 weeks, my youngest brother, Tyler, shout out to Tyler and Cassidy, they're getting married.
Woo,
so
yeah.
That's a big deal.
Congrats, Tyler and Cassidy.
We have the rehearsal dinner next Friday, which is actually Tripp's birthday, so we'll celebrate both.
Busy weekend.
Just a busy month. So a lot of fun to look forward to.
Remind me, that's in New Jersey, their wedding? Or
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Park Chateau.
Okay, so that's local.
Big venue, very big New Jersey venue if you're local. Mm-hmm. People know the name. Very expensive. I just had Tyler's feature final at the shop actually yesterday, and we did his rear brakes for him. And I felt bad because he just handed over his final payment for the wedding, and I was like,
you're like, oh yeah, so we got a deal on 2 tires.
Yeah, I was like, you were gonna leave it at the brakes right now. I'm like,
I know you only got a few bucks to your name right now, but hey, we're trying to cut you a deal. You need these tires fixed.
He's awesome guy. I love talking to him, and me and my brother-in-law love him. So I'm happy for my brother. They're a good family. Mm-hmm. We went to school with her older brother Cole, which is so funny.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Cole.
Which is a small world. Who would have thought that?
Yeah, I played b-ball with him.
We would have been related one day.
Yeah.
Him and I actually took a trip down to the bachelor party together.
Oh,
we
cool.
let all the young guys fly out of Newark. And I was like, yo, Cole, like, do you want to just fly out of Atlantic City? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. Baby. So I was like, maybe that's just like the wisdom coming out of the older guys. Like, why would you want to go up there? But
no, it's just the guys in their mid-30s, right? That are like, yeah, let's just keep it easy here. Keep it simple. So,
and he was a champ. I can't believe they just had a baby girl, like
Cole and
like 2 weeks, and Kate,
maybe
2 weeks prior. And she let him go. I was like, wow, you're a champ. Like,
wow, yeah.
I was like, that was a big deal. So I was happy he was there because I felt like an old man, but he was there too. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like,
yeah, we got to maybe bring Cole on and get his take on the South Beach trip. So, like, what was it? Just they were going hard every night? You guys couldn't hang?
No, it was just nothing
like
crazy.
We caught the flu B down there in Miami and brought it back.
So Tyler told me that like he got it, and I think 3 other guys of his friends got it as well. Tyler went though like right away to the doctor, and I guess he took Tamiflu or something like that, and it did help him. I know some people have adverse reactions to it, from what I heard. Mm-hmm. But I was too far along to take it, from what I understand, because the doctors were like, can I get anything? And they're like, no. And I was like,
we'll give you this note for work.
They actually did say that, because I was like, yeah, my father-in-law was like, when are you coming back to work? And they're like, well, is it a good father-in-law or a bad father-in-law? I was like, good father-in-law. They're like, okay, because if you want like a printout, I give to you. I'm like, no, he trusts me. He just wanted to know what was going on with me. And they started laughing.
Oh, yeah, and, we were poking good fun, you know. Wags and Kev were taking some shots at you last episode, so you had to say your side of the story. Get your words in here. It was it was not just an extended hangover. It was a legit sickness, and good to see you back at it.
Yeah, I was excited to come on. I felt like it's been a while.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else we did. Did you
guys have excursions down there? I mean, like, were you? Was it just you and Cole were the only dads on this trip?
Because my cousin Puff is a father.
Oh yeah. So.
And we stayed in Fort Lauderdale, like a beautiful house, and then one night we did go down to Miami for a nice dinner. And we drank and stuff, nothing too crazy.
It's probably like 85 and sunny every day.
The weather was really nice.
Yeah, I feel like
Saturday it was sunny in the backyard. They had a pool, so I actually sat out there. It was fun.
Sweet. This is the first weekend in Jersey I feel like we haven't had an impending snowstorm.
I know.
The past few months, right?
We've been kind of snowed in. We got hit rough this year.
Finally looking like we're out of the Jersey winter, and we got some 80-degree days.
I think I got to do some lawn work soon, because it's going to get nice. Next week's supposed to be nice.
I just mowed for the first time. Yeah, that's classic dad staple, right? You know, your wife or whoever is watching the kids all day, and then you're like, hey, did you see I mowed the lawn? You like that, honey? You see my lines out there? Yeah, I worked hard on that. So
yeah. Meanwhile, they're like, okay, when are you gonna be done?
Right? Yeah. Like, can you speed it up a little bit?
Yeah.
It's like, this is a craft here. You got to take your time with the lawn, but. Yeah. What were you saying? So what else you do in Fort Lauderdale? Or
Actually, no, not on the trip. And it's funny. I actually felt fine when we got home.
You were still.
I was fine. It wasn't until that night before work that I didn't feel good. So I went to bed and I woke up and I got ready and I had to go back to bed. And I texted Reese and I was like, "Hey, I can't make it in. I don't feel good." I knew they were going to think I was hungover, which I wasn't.
Right.
So that was the whole thing. But I was going to actually talk about. We took. RJ and I took the girls and Tripp and little RJ, we call him Bubs, to Blippi. I don't know if you're familiar with Blippi, but he's like a big YouTube sensation.
Yeah, we haven't really entered that phase yet. We're still like on Bluey and Daniel Tiger and Dora, but Blippi, I've heard of the name. So
Bluey's definitely Tripp's OG for sure, but he like randomly got into Blippi, and he does stuff on YouTube like. Goes to like almost like a lot of times he goes to like those kid places.
So he's a real person,
and he's just like very animated. He dresses up with like a bow tie and this like funky looking hat and these bright colors. And,
okay,
you know, it gets the kids' attention.
Right. It's kind of like.
And sometimes I'm like, all right, can we go back to watching Bluey because it could be a lot.
Oh, I love the adult humor on Bluey.
But there's actually like life lessons in Bluey. That's why I'm like a huge fan.
Each episode.
So I can only do so much Blippi, but they had like a live show at a theater. In North Jersey, we brought them, and they were like glued to like the stage just watching. So I'm glad we brought them.
Oh, nice.
That was cool.
Yeah, some core memories.
The recent thing is, which is awesome, Tripp's been really into Toy Story, which I love because that was like, I love Toy Story. Like that was big from when we grew up.
You were just watching Toy Story 3 this morning when I picked you up.
That's his favorite one
Tripp
by
was
far.
pointing out Woody and Buzz and all the characters.
Yep.
So, yeah, I kind of left off at like Toy Story 2. I know there's like 5, I think, now. Or they're coming out with a 5th this summer, maybe?
Yeah, they have 4 out, and the 5th one's coming out in the summer, which is awesome. So I can't wait to take him.
Yeah.
But he loves the 3rd one the best and the 1st one. For whatever reason, he like usually wants to skip the 2nd and the 4th.
We all have that in the series where it's like, did anybody really watch Lion King 2? I mean, come on, like you can't beat the original for most of these. So
I can assure you, I've watched all of them multiple times now.
Yeah, and then there was like Lion King 1.5. Like I can't keep track. But all I will say, hot take for this episode: Frozen 2 beats Frozen 1. Boom.
Wow.
Yeah, cold never bothered me anyway. No, Frozen 2, I mean, it's just such a moving, like I cry with every Disney movie now. If you ever have a daughter, maybe like that'll hit you.
It'll unlock that.
I'm telling you,
I'm not there yet. I can tell you that.
So many nights.
I'm like the opposite.
Oh, hey, I mean, you got to be the tough. We got to talk about discipline, you know, as the dad, the father figure. We got to talk about that. But yeah, I mean, Kevin has talked about that. What you call it, emotional availability that you have to have when you have a daughter.
Absolutely.
As the father. And maybe I had some of that always inside, you know, a little untapped emotional availability, but it came out as soon as our daughter was born. And so like I see a commercial now and it's just like, you know, I go to a wedding and I see the daddy-daughter dance and it's just like, it makes me tear up. Yeah.
I believe you. I just, you know, that hasn't happened to me. So I'm more of like,
no, I just love the story.
Hardo, but like definitely, well, I mean, big with discipline because, I mean, even though he's so young and it's tough to do, but they truly test you. Like, he's smarter than he leads on to be.
Yeah. I mean, from an early age, they test
everyone
you.
I've talked to that, you know, are the 50s, 60s, and they're like, you have to start right away because if you drop the ball in the beginning, they'll take advantage of you. And
100%.
I've seen it with people.
100%.
And with Tripp, I mean, my father scared the living shit out of us, and it worked.
Yeah, I mean,
he had 3 boys.
Call it old school, but yeah,
very
it
old school maybe. Some people might not agree with it, but that fear, I truly think me and my 2 younger brothers turned out to all be successful.
Yeah, I mean,
all good, healthy, no problems.
We're all fine young men.
It's hard to find that, and I truly bring it back. Number one, my mother. She did everything for us, so she gets the most praise.
Yeah.
But for a disciplinary, my father, his big thing was, providing. He was the provider.
Right.
As much as I'd wanted him to be more in my life, that was his thing. Also, he would put fear into us, be like, if we were like not listening to my mom, he would make sure we did. And I truly think that's the difference. Because if you just let them do what they want, they're going to do that the rest of their lives. And then it gets out of control.
I've seen it with high school students and college age students, where they've literally said, like, it's funny what students will say to their teachers, and like, and then we just like have to use it for our own lessons. Like they'll say like, oh yeah, I'll just cry, and then my dad will give me whatever I want. And it's like I see that in my own daughter, and she's 3, and I've seen it for a while now. So yeah, like you have to start it early because like
there's a fine line.
Yes, and I think we're the hybrid generation because like maybe
Absolutely.
we're not doing the same type of discipline techniques, like with some of the maybe physical discipline, like
give you a whack or the belt.
Yeah,
My
like
uncle
we're not in the 80s where I can't like take a student and grab him by the collar and shove him up against the locker. Maybe sometimes you want to, but yeah, like we're kind of like using our words, but more of like I don't know, a sophisticated type of discipline, but you still have to have some sort of policy because, I mean, I have a little bit of a funny story with my daughter, and this was like maybe 6 months ago, but she was just like, we were starting to implement some more discipline strategies, and she kind of crossed the line. Like sometimes we'll use the books as discipline. Like she gets 3 books every night before bed. And if she's not listening or she's acting up, like we'll lose a book. And then she's like, oh, I'm down to 2. And then I'm like, yeah, like we still have 2 though. So let's be a good listener. And we try to get as many as we can. So that works to some extent. But like sometimes there's egregious behaviors. Like if she pushes her little brother just out of nowhere, like just shoves him and he's falling down crying now. And like that happened one day. And I just saw red, but I tried to like keep my cool, and my wife was there too, and she didn't even know what to do at the time, and I was just like, time out now. I didn't even know where timeout was. Like at the time, that was the funny part. I just said time out now, and she took off running, and I was just like, okay, like something worked, and my wife was like, that was good, like that was hot.
Yeah, no, it's tough because there really is a fine line from what I've learned. You want to be their best friend, but you're their parent first.
Right.
You have to remember that because it's so easy to want to like give your daughter, your son everything.
And it's easier. It's easier to give them what they want.
You have to be the one disciplining them.
Yeah.
Or else, like I said, they're going to get out of control.
Nobody's going to do it. Right.
Nobody else is going to do it.
Right. I've said it before. I'll say it again. If you are friends with your kids from an early age, you're going to have to parent them your whole lives. If you are their parent first from a young age, then you can be friends with them for their whole lives. So
I love that.
Yeah, you got to put the parent first, even though it's easy to just give them what they want and try to be cool with them and be their friend like you would, like me and you hanging out. But yeah, I mean, that's not really what the job is. Like the job at the end of the day, remember parents, it's kind of sad when you think about it, but you're prepping them to live on their own. Like you're prepping them to flee the nest one day. So that's what it's all about. And if you don't parent them, then they're going to be with you in your nest forever.
Yeah. And I'd like to think the ultimate goal is, or the ultimate flex is when you get older and, they're 18 and they're out, or maybe 20, whatever they might be, is that they still want to hang out with you and come back.
Yes.
That to me is the biggest flex as a parent with older kids, because I see it in some people's eyes, like their kids move away, they're not close with them, and I could see like that would kill me. So I can only imagine what they're feeling. But when your kids, I mean, even if they don't live locally, but they make a point to keep in contact with you, FaceTime you, make trips, there's ways around it. That is, to me, the flex. That means you did your job to, like you said, get them ready to go out on their own.
Yeah.
But you have to remember that. And you still be their friend, but discipline has definitely got to be there for sure.
Couldn't have said it better myself. I mean, the ultimate flex in the Bricks Best shirt here, right? It's got to be just your kid wanting to hang out with you still after they're 18. Like, I remember, being an August birthday. Not going to give you the exact day because, we already talked about that. But being an August birthday, I was like the oldest in our class, so to speak, one of the older ones. So at least in our inner circle, I was the first to turn 21. So I couldn't really be like, oh, TJ, you want to go grab a drink at Applebee's or something like that? So I just went out with my mom. And I think that meant like a lot to her. Like we just went to the local restaurant that was still open at midnight. You know, this was like the night that I turned 21. So we weren't going to like go to AC. We did that the next night with my parents, actually, just to say we could get a legal drink and maybe gamble a little bit. But yeah, we just went to the local restaurant, and my mom was still up for some reason at that hour, and we just got a quick drink at midnight and celebrated my birthday, which was really a special moment. So yeah, I think that's cool when you still want to hang out and go on trips with your parents when you're an adult.
That's actually a really cool story. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean,
and I'm sure that meant the world to her because
yeah,
I was the opposite. I was the youngest in our group, so everyone was already 21. We were in college, and we went out to our local bar there, and my roommates came out with me, and it was a good time. I'll never forget my first beer legally.
Right.
But your mom, that probably made her feel like $1 million.
Oh, it was great. I still remember to this day. And I think I was probably worn down by the time you turned 21. I was already leaving that phase by the time May rolled around.
I think it was like a weekday, too, so we just went out for a beer or two.
I just remember.
You have to do it.
Oh, you gotta. Know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta. So I remember driving you guys around for months. I mean, like Wags, he was right behind me. He's like 2 weeks behind me. So like we were both 21 together then. But so we had our license like when we turned 17, right? Like we were the first ones to drive. So I just remember, you know, loading everybody up in the Mustang, and TJ would always like get the last straw, if you will. Like he'd be in the back.
I was the smallest one, so they shoved me in the back.
It was always a race to who got shotgun in the Stang, because I mean that was a big deal. It was either you got some leg room or you're crammed in the back with 3 seatbelts,
hitting your head on the back window.
yeah, trying to get to Naples and back before we had to return to 8th period math class. So yeah, you know, those are the days. But I do remember driving, which I didn't mind. Some people are like, oh, I got to chauffeur all my friends around now because I'm the first one to get my license. But I did enjoy that part, just driving everybody in the Stang, and a lot of good times there. So
now, yeah. Question for you: can you think of like things that like Shannon does for the kids that you don't usually do? It's kind of like her thing.
Yeah, I mean, recently bedtime, because I just fall asleep.
Okay.
Like, she loves to do bedtime. Like, even if it's both kids, I feel kind of bad, but it's like I have like a 99% rate if I'm doing bedtime for even just one of my kids. Like, she was working late last night, and so I had to get through 2 bedtimes. So I got Kenzie settled in her bed, right? I was proud of myself. She was good. I was like, okay, good night. Do like a little speed read through her books and everything. And then I get Carson, try to get him in his bed. But he's been battling the same type of whatever sickness that we've all had. So, you know, he's not as easy to go in his crib right now.
Of course
so
not.
I finally got him after like trying for 20 minutes or so. I finally got him in his bed safely. But then Kenzie's calling me, and I'm like, I thought she was already sleeping, but she was having trouble falling asleep. So I'm in there like holding her hand by her crib. Like I probably could have just said, oh, well, that's okay. Like you just got to talk to your stuffies and go to bed. But, you know, I felt bad. I'm in there holding her hand. Next thing you know, Shannon gets home, and I'm passed out in there holding her hand still in the room. Luckily, Carson was in his crib fine. But like,
wow.
So I can't handle bedtime. It's just, it's something about, I can just knock out like that, you know, as soon as my head hits the ground. So
the reason I asked is because Emma's actually next week. She's a nervous wreck because she's got to go away for work to Nashville.
Yeah, you're gonna have,
and there'll be like 3 days with just me and Tripp, and the bedtime routine is her thing. It always has been. Now. She enjoys it. Yeah. I let her do it. You know, I usually walk them up steps. We let Tripp crawl up. He likes to do it. And some nights he'll get bath, and I'll be honest, I've never given him a bath. I've given him showers before, but never a bath. Like, that's their thing. So she, last night, literally was like, you're giving him a bath, because she's so worried. I'm like, okay, like, I got this.
She wanted you to get a trial run in.
So talk about a micromanager. I had to make sure the temperature was right in the bath. She's got this thing that reads.
Oh, my goodness.
And I'm cracking up. I go,
she watching you?
Yeah. I was like, well, and she told me she was going to go fold clothes. She didn't go fold clothes. So
she was taking notes.
She was taking notes. So she's like, we're going to have to do this one more time. I was like, okay. So I scrubbed them down, everything. Everything went great. He loves the bath, which is so funny to watch. And he knows what it is. He'll start like trying to throw the toys. I'm like, hold on, I'm trying to get the water settled. And then I actually put him down, dry him, brush his teeth. She was showing me all the other. She puts lotion on him. So I did all that last night, and we put him in a sleep sack.
Oh yeah, we still do that sometimes.
Then I put him to bed, and this way she could feel better.
You did pass? You passed the test?
I think I passed.
Maybe not with flying colors.
Not in flying colors, but in my opinion, I passed.
Hey.
And
as long as you can stay awake and survive the bath, bed, books routine.
And I had an idea of what she does. I've watched her,
Yeah.
I'm not oblivious to it, but that's always been her thing. So, but she's not going to be there. So
take it as an exciting opportunity now, as Tripp's dad. You get to do the bedtime and the bath experience. Like that'll be fun for you guys.
Yeah.
So
and I joked with her. I was like, oh, maybe we'll just take a shower. It's a little easier. Like in and out. I'll scrub him down. Don't worry.
It's like a 2-for-1. You get to shower.
And she's like, you better use his soap. I'm like, yeah, I'll grab his soap, his loofah. We'll be good.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, just a little rinse off.
I also like just messing with her.
Right.
Like you have to have fun. Sometimes she.
Oh yeah,
she gets mad,
selfie.
but that's a part of being married. And if you can't throw jokes around,
you
then
have to.
You have to.
You gotta laugh at these situations, or it becomes too serious, right?
Yeah.
And you gotta say, "Oh yeah, we're getting ready for the shower, Emma. Hope you're having fun on your work trip."
Yeah. Yeah, and again, it's a beautiful. Sometimes technology can be a beautiful thing, like FaceTime.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure we'll be doing a ton of that. And I mean, I have to work, but I'm gonna go in late because I have to wait till he wakes up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll bring him probably to my mom's. She'll watch him, and then I'll pick him up afterwards. So, and then I think
you're gonna have a blast.
Emma's cousin's gonna watch him one day for us. So
yeah.
We got it all planned out. She's a normal mom. She gets worried. And,
you got to make these. I'm stealing this from Daniel Tiger, but love you loops. So it sounds like she's gonna be gone for 3 days. So you make just 3 loops. You can make them out of paper or whatever. Just staple them 3 little loops, and then he can open one each day. You can put a surprise in there or whatever you want to do. But it's from one of the Daniel Tiger books that we read at night. And so his friend Jody in the book, she gets these love you loops, 3 of them for each day her mom's away. And then once she opens the last loop, then that means mom's coming home soon. So for Tripp, if you wanted to implement something like that, that way he knows. I mean, I'm sure he can comprehend like how many nights or sleeps, like 3 sleeps and mama's going to be home.
He's definitely picking up on so much lately.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's there yet.
Yeah, I mean, they are a bit older in that show.
That is
like
awesome advice for people out there. That's
I was going to say, cool. if you got a...
We're not at the reading stage. I shouldn't say that. I read him books during the day, not at night. Because I think it's more of like he knows how to say book, and he'll bring it over to me, and I'll actually say the word. It's more of like him trying to pronounce words. That's why we do it.
Right.
And the other day he said like cookie, or no, not cookie, cracker, out of nowhere, because my mom was like, Tripp, you want a cracker? And he said it, and Em was like, you say cracker? I'm like, yeah, well, cracker is in that one book, and I think that's
what it is.
I think it truly works.
Yeah, like my daughter legit reads these books. She's not actually reading the words, I don't think, but she's memorizing them. So she knows like when she sees the pictures and the pages,
repetition. It's got to stick at some point. So
yeah. So if any parents want to use that, if you're going on a trip, check out the Love You Loops from Daniel Tiger. It seems like a pretty cool idea. So.
Yeah. And I think I talked about this in one episode, but just in case I didn't, and some people don't watch everything. Early intervention we're doing with Tripp.
Right.
Great program through the state. You submit a form and you see what you qualify for, and I think they do it based off your income, and it's been totally worth it. I love who he got paired up with, this woman. She's so good with him. I'm never home, of course, but Emma tells me because she's there while she's working, and she'll listen. And he's definitely improved on saying words, because my mom was like, because me and her were a little worried, but my mom's like, you weren't talking till you were 3 years old. And I was like, really? And she keeps saying it. She's like, he's ahead of you. I'm like, okay, that makes me feel better. So
yeah,
I truly think that's getting him going a little bit more. The whole papa and grandpa out of nowhere, like it's getting there.
Yeah, he was just saying yeehaw to me all morning. He was
he does say yeehaw. He does.
I don't know if it's from Woody or what.
He does like... that's from my brother James.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, James is very animated.
Yeah,
he'd be like, yeehaw! And then Tripp just started picking up on it because it would get him excited.
Yeah.
So he's getting there.
Oh, hey, well, speaking of the gym, I mean, not that you need a gym anymore because you got dad strength, but do you know why the one around here closed recently?
Why?
It wasn't working out.
Oh,
Okay, let me give you another
you
one.
almost got me there.
I know,
At first,
right?
I was like, "What is he talking about?"
Yeah. I was like, local gym here just shut down. It wasn't working out.
If that was Kevin, what are the bomb? Who've been like those? Was it the B27 or something like that? I'm definitely
yeah.
saying it wrong. Go right over Kevin's head. Zzz.
Oh, yeah, right? I mean, P90X, you remember those workouts?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It was
I used to do those.
Ooh, feel the burn. I got a few more because, you like the rapid fire ones. So my wife told me to stop impersonating a flamingo. I had to put my foot down.
Oh my God.
I'm fearing for the calendar because its days are numbered. What do you call a fake noodle? It's an easy one.
I don't know.
An impasta.
Oh my God.
Okay, and thanks, Marvin. So I used to play the piano by ear, but now I use my hands. It's just much more efficient.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm more impressed that you can memorize all that because I don't think I could.
I could do this all day. I'm here till Thursday. But the last one's more of a story because it's not like a Wags story. Check out our last episode. Wags had a really good joke, and Kevin was going joke for joke with his AI jokes, and they were pretty good too. So, but this one I recently thought of because my daughter has been doing the Hungry game every night. Like she's trying to stall. It's the bedtime negotiations, from our March Madness bracket. Sounds like you caught the hidden fever that went through both of our households. That was a contender. The bedtime negotiations. I see why it won. I mean, it's starting to be my new number one on that bracket. It's tough. So she's just doing the whole I'm hungry every night.
Yeah.
And I just respond now with, nice to meet you, Hungry. I'm Dad. And then she's like, no, I'm serious. And I said, oh, I thought you were hungry.
Wow.
Now you're serious.
Wow.
I was like, nice to meet you, Hungry. I'm Dada. So, I mean, that's just my little dad joke there. So keep them coming. I know I'm going to need some help. I'm running out of dad jokes.
Someone's got to do it.
Someone's got to do it. Yeah. So, hey, well, thanks for supporting the jokes and, our podcast here. So this is maybe our season finale, TJ. What do you think?
I don't know. Maybe we should extend it.
Season 3, episode 4. This might be the finale. To be determined. Kevin's on baby watch, so we'll have to see when the season 4 premiere is coming.
I got feedback actually from a family member. She loves when I would give the updates, and I was like, "Oh, I'm glad you watch it." And our last episode hit 79,000 views.
Ooh. I don't even know 79,000 people, so that means there's some strangers out there supporting the dad chapter. So
humble bragging rights, I would say.
Cheers.
So when we first started, they're like, "What are you doing? Like, what you have a podcast?" I'm like, "Yeah," and then it's just slowly growing, and that's all we can hope for. And hopefully, if we help a few people out, that's all that matters.
And that's what it's all about, right? I mean, it's like the starfish story, which we started with. I think I told that back on episode 1, right? I mean, if you help one, then that makes a difference, right? And we just talked to the gas attendant today on the way up here, right? Telling him about the podcast. He's like, that's so cool. He's like, I want to be a dad one day. I'm going to check you guys out. And so, I mean, keep spreading the word, and maybe we'll break 100K one of these episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
it'll happen.
Yeah. We appreciate the support.
Confidence.
And, maybe we'll get one more episode in this studio. Shout out to Marvin and Bravery Studios. So, they're moving locations to Jersey City.
Yeah.
So excited to check out the new studio there. So maybe we'll squeeze one more in here. But it's been fun. And if this is season finale, thanks for supporting us. And we'll see you in season 4.
Oh man, we definitely got to extend it.
Yeah. We'll get at least one more in. So hey, well, enjoy the warm weather. Finally, it looks like we're getting some 80-degree days
at least
here
in Jersey.
Yeah. We'll have a lot to catch up on after Tripp's birthday. Your brother's wedding, and I mean, lots the baby watch here for our partner in crime, Kevin.
Yeah.
So we'll keep you updated on that front. But
please, any of our subscribers, anyone that watches us, feel free to message us, DM us, comment on stuff. We love that. If you have any topics, you want to know more about, that's cool. Give us some stuff that we can think about and come prepared with, a little bit. And
we're not experts, just dads, but we'll give you our experiences and our personal opinions. So hopefully that can help you out, or you can just relate to some of the stories and things that we're going through, like battling the flu B and still trying to show up for your wife and your dad. Yeah.
I wasn't showing up much. I'll be honest.
You're back. You're back better than ever. So shout out to Reeves again. And
shout out to Bricks Best.
RJ. Thanks, guys. We appreciate the merch and you guys supporting us. So bring your car down to Brick, Bricks Best. All right, we'll see you next time. Dad Chapter out.
Dad Chapter out. See ya.
Peace.